Good day everyone, my name is Ivy Chabuso and I came from BEd 1A. So our topic for today is all about Nstp program. So we will be talking about the components, the coverage of the Nstp law, Nstp CWT as a vision and mission, core values and its minimum standards. These are the learning objectives. So at the end of the lesson, the students are expected to show understanding of the Nstp, recognize the Civic Welfare Service Training Services as the component of the Nstp that aims to help alleviate social problems through different community services, and express commitment to be actively involved in various community services. Nstp program, or the National Service Training Act of 2001, is a law mandated by Republic Act No. 9163 that aims to enhance the civic consciousness of the students by developing the ethics of service and patriotism while undergoing Civic Welfare Training Service, or CWTS. So Nstp is a law and it is a mandatory or batas na kailangan nating sundin at kailangan nating i-take because it is also one of the requirement for tertiary education level and for graduation. So Nstp aims to enhance the civic consciousness of the students, right? So what is the civic consciousness? In simplest word, so when we say civic, it is related into the society. So when we say civic consciousness, we should be aware and have knowledge or being conscious about the whereabouts of our society or country. It is very important that we care for our country or community that we are part of. So we should be able to have a civic consciousness as a citizen. And also, develop the ethics of service and patriotism. So what is an ethics of service? It is the way an individual approaches community work, including his or her philosophy, motivations, and understanding of the intended outcome of the work. So ethics of service, it is the way kung paano dinidil or kung paano hinaharap ng isang individual ang kasi-klaseng mga community work at situation. So from the word itself, ethics, which means the standard of what is right and wrong, that prescribe what humans should do in terms of legitimation, fairness, virtues, and rights. So patriotism, what is patriotism? From the word itself, it is the quality of devotion or sense of attachment and vigorous support for one's country. So in simplest word, patriotism stands for love of the country. So ang sabi dito, ang Nstp program daw is nag-help daw i-develop ang ating ethics of service para din at patriotism at para din ma-enhance ang ating civic consciousness as a citizen. Nstp program was signed by former President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo on January 23, 2002. So we have three components of Nstp: the Reserve Officers Training Corps, or ROTC, the Literacy Training Service, or LTS, and the Civic Welfare Training Service, or CWTS. So ano nga ba ang tatlong components na ito? Let's talk about it now. First component, ROTC. So what is ROTC? It focuses on the military training to impose discipline. So through this ROTC, it helps the students to mold for rational defense preparedness para ipagtanggol natin ang ating country. Kaya kailangan natin mag-take ng ROTC para maging prepared tayo for defense preparedness. Second component is the LTS, or the Numeracy Skill to School Training Services. So when we say LTS, it is designed to train students to teach literacy and numeracy skill to school. So when we say LTS, like in the picture shown in the side, hindi lang merely just nag-teach tayo kung paano magbasa at magsulat sa mga bata, kundi hindi lang din sa school, kundi nag-go tayo beyond that situation wherein we must also do it out of school youth at sa iba pang part ng society na need ng atensyon, especially sa pagbabasa at sa pagsusulat or anything related sa education. The last component is the CWTS. So CWTS, in a simplest and more sabotable words, is more focusing on the life of the members of the community. So it is the improvement of the establishments, especially health-related stuffs, schools, and environmental aspects. So may nag-teacher planting, ito, yan nagbabasa is related siya sa education. So we should also improve the entrepreneurship of the community, the safetyness, and the recreation. Because this CWTS is more involving on the active activities that will contribute to the members of the community.
Good day everyone, my name is Jimmy Cloma. Our topic for today is coverage of Nstp law. Nstp law cover the following: all students, both male and female, enroll in any baccalaureate or 2 years technical, vocational, or non-degree course in public and private school must complete Nstp component of those choice of 2 semesters as graduation requirements. In short, to enable to graduate in college, all students must complete the National Service Training Program or NSTP of their choice, depending on the NSTP component that is offered on their chosen state university or colleges as a graduation requirements. The examples of programs under NSTP are the ROTC or Reserve Officers Training Corps. The second is the CWTC or Civil Welfare Training Service and the LTS or Literacy Training Service. Now, among the 3 components, the only offered in NSTP program in Montcast is the second one, which is the CWTS. And as what I have mentioned earlier, we only have 2 semesters to finish it, which is equivalent to 1 year. All higher and technical, vocational, and institution, public and private, must offer at least one NSTP component, meaning any institution, may it be public, private, or technical, vocational institution are required to offer at least one NSTP program, and in Montcast case, this offered only one NSTP component, which is the CWTS or the Civil Welfare Training Services. State University and College most offered ROTC and at least one others NSTP component, namely LTS or CWTS. The sum, as what I have mentioned earlier, the NSTP coverage. Number 2, all institutions, state, university, and college are required to offer at least one NSTP component. The Philippines Military Academy or PMA and Philippines Merchant Marine Academy PMMA and Philippines National Police Academy or PNPA and other state university and colleges of similar natures in view of the special characters of those institutions are not covered by the NSTP law. Meaning, although the NSTP program are highly required to offered in all institutions, there are still exemptions. NSTP is an education and defense training program for students according to the Republic Act 9163, and due to their unique natures that aforementioned schools are excluded from the NSTP. Private Higher Education Institution or HEL and Technical Vocational Education Institution, which at least 350 student cadets may offer HOTC, and consequently establishment and maintain a Department of Military Science and Tactics, which is still subject to existing rules and regulations of the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
NSTP CWTS Vision. The program aims to train students to become innovators of social change by fostering a culture of excellence, integrity, competence, and commitment to community service. This means that providing students with the knowledge, skills, and the values necessary to identify and address social issues in their communities. This program aims to develop the rules of patriotism, national pride, hard work, integrity, accountability, and volunteerism in the youth. These values are essential for nation building and creating a sense of responsibility towards the community and the country. The program also encourages students to become valuable and effectively members of the National Service Corps of Civil Welfare Training Service or CWTS, which provide them with additional opportunities to serve their country and develop their skills and values. That's all. Thank you.
What is core values? Core values are very meaningful because they contribute to the formation of your identity, give you a sense of direction, and affect how you interact with the environment. So, forming your personality and determining the course of your life, your behavior, choices, and actions are influenced by your core values. They stand in your top priorities and demonstrate your values. It go deep into the core of who you are and what you believe, which frequently result in a sense of fulfillment, authenticity, and a closer relationship with both you and other people. Human dignity. We should not let other people step up into us, and we should not step into others. We should always respect other people. It is how you want to present yourself to different people. It is how you want to be respected and dignified. Number 3, discipline, truth, goodness, and social responsibility. These 3 things are the things that should be seen in a community in order to achieve a harmonious community. And we should always remember the welfare of the community, which is why we should always promote goodness. Also, social responsibility like beautification of our community or areas. Number 4, awareness, innovation, and creativity. New and original ideas can be built on the foundation of creativity, while innovation is the process of turning those ideas into real outcomes by pushing for new ways to serve and not being afraid to take calculated chances. Awareness is the cornerstone of a strong character. It is crucial to raise passion and support inspire self-mobilization and action, and mobilize local knowledge and resources. It helps you realize who you are and what you can offer others. Respect, synergy, and professionalism. When we respect someone, we accept them despite their differences from us in thought or behavior. You give your actions enough consideration to consider how they affect other people. Because respect is rooted on decency. In both trade and industry, synergy supports economic growth. We need to cooperate as a team to encourage growth and prosperity. Professionalism enables us to produce high caliber outcomes while motivating and awe-inspiring others and elevating our own self-esteem. Number 6, excellence and indigenous learning. Indigenous education is the form of education that bases learning and personal development on indigenous culture. It's critical to comprehend all of their consistent actions, attitudes, convictions, and rules. Number 7, protection and conservation of the environment. Our environment is the basis of all civilization and supports our economies. In a sense, we are so reliant on it for survival that life will cease to exist if it is fully destroyed. We should promote programs such as tree planting, community service, saving and limiting the use of water, and reducing, reusing, and recycling. And for the last, it is quality service delivery. A leader or simply a person who wants to assist their community can only develop and give a quality service if they have a helpful and a kind personality. By this mean that they must assist their community without expecting anything in return. Community members should also take part in any action that aims to improve their surroundings. Volunteers and leaders will perform better than the assigned jobs in this manner. To provide high quality service, they must be mutual exchange. Nstp CWTS Minimum Standards. The minimum standards for Nstp is the development of the common and specific modules set forth in the IRR. Nstp CWTS1 spans a total of 83 training hours for 2 semesters and includes 7 topics and a scope of instructions as follows. First is self-awareness and values development deal with the nature of self, personal development, roots of the Filipino character, nationalism and patriotism, and good citizenship, values with core Filipino values. It is important to understand one's identity, strengths, and shortcomings is crucial to us, as is nurturing ideals like patriotism, nationalism, and good citizenship. These procedures frequently delve into the regions of a specific cultural characteristic, such as the Filipino values that have a big impact on how people behave and how communities develop. Second, leadership training discusses the concept of leadership, human behavior, community motivation, teamwork, time management, and decision making. A leader is someone who understands the way, takes the way, and models the way. Understanding human behavior and communication dynamics, motivational techniques, promoting teamwork, effective time management, and making well-informed judgment are just a few of the talents that fall under the umbrella of leadership. These factors work together to foster the growth of effective and well-rounded leaders. Understanding human behavior and communication dynamics, motivational techniques, promoting teamwork, effective time management, and making well-informed judgment are just a few of the talents that fall under the umbrella of leadership. These factors work together to foster the growth of effective and well-rounded leaders.
The fourth minimum standard states that community exposure and agency visit refers to the nature, develop, and approach in the community work and community buildings. The fifth state that community needs assessment included knowing the community and the community needs assess process, visit, survey, and actual conduct. The NCSTP, those only that focus on the welfare of the student, but also focus on the welfare of the community.
Number 6. The program's community service activities focus on several areas including drug education, health education, both medical and dental, environmental education, entrepreneurship, and culture. It means that the program target to provide students with the opportunities to engage in their community service activities related to this related to these areas. Overall, the program seeks to provide students with a well-rounded community service experience that address a variety of social issues and encourage them to become responsible and engaged citizens. Number 7. The program evaluation tackles the fundamental development, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of the program. The program evaluating refers to the process of assessing the effectiveness and impact of the program. The evaluating process typically involves several stages, including planning, development, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation rather. The program evaluation also helps to ensure that the program is being implemented effectively and efficiently with the appropriate use of resources. Overall, the program evaluation is an essential complement of the program success. It is help ensure that the program is meeting its goals and objective and that it is making a positive impact of the community it serves.
In conclusion, NSTP as a graduation of requirement is implemented by the DND or the Department of National Defense, CHED, TESDA. The NSTP Act of 2001 or the Republic Act number 9163 has made ROTC optional because they introduced the two components which is the LTS and the CWTS as the new alternatives, thus making NSTP a three-pronged program on citizenship training. So, hindi ibig sabihin na when we say NSTP is ROTC lang ang magiging option mo. So, they made another two alternatives which is the other two components, the LTS and the CWTS. This is the end of our discussion. Thank you for listening.